last summer, I think we took 30 students and we had an amazing time in Oxford. Study abroad is an important part of any student's education if they can work it in. It gives them a cachet on their resume, but more importantly it gives them a life experience of living in a different country.
It is a transforming experience, and then on top of that you are teaching in the streets of London and Oxford. They are transformed by it. I have never had a student ever who isn't transformed by it.
Oh, this was my first time traveling out of the country. I remember stepping off the plane and just being like, I have no idea what to do. I mean, there were a couple signs, but it was just like, all right, I have to figure out how the railway to get to my hostel that I was staying at, and then figure out which taxi system you use and the tube, and it was overwhelming.
My first minutes in Oxford, I got lost and spent 45 minutes wandering around until I finally was able to get a cab, so that was kind of a nice little shocking experience, but you know, I felt safe the whole time, but still having to do everything on my own and being maybe more independent.
It's a huge game changer for students, and with regard to their personal and educational development, and after all, that's why they're here, to develop themselves as people. We try to create courses that are both liberal arts intensive, but we also try to create courses which are professionally intensive too. We have courses that students can take in business and communication, and we also have courses what students can take in the arts and literature.
Something that helped me out for this year is, I took 6 credits in London. You could take 9. It really, it lightened my load a lot for my last year.
The other piece in terms of parents, we tell them that your student will come back, your child will come back changed. They will come back much more confident and much more aware of themselves, and they may have new opinions, new thoughts, new questions about life. So all parents will say that their child has changed by this experience.
As we were going on those group trips together to Bath, Windsor, Stonehenge, London, we ended up becoming family. And then when we came back here, we just became even more of a family. We started Facebooking each other, emailing, texting, all sorts of stuff to try and keep in contact with our Maryville family. And that was something that I really enjoyed when I came home.
When a student has good, solid experience overseas and they put something like that on a resume for a job, even for an internship, it's a very positive thing. It's a value-added kind of experience for students. Here's our purpose. Our twofold purpose in getting them overseas is to educate them as holistically as possible, and secondly, to help them create an experience that will help them find a job experience after they get out of school.
If there was one thing I could tell someone to convince them to go on the trip, is that it was probably the most life-changing event I've had in the last couple of years.
So when I came back, my parents said, you're a completely different person now. Just being able to become more independent and even less introverted, that was a great experience.
London was definitely one of the best experiences of my life. I would do it again in a heartbeat. I almost wish I wasn't a senior. I'd go study abroad again.
If you can do it, do it. It's an absolutely amazing trip. You learn a lot about yourself and academically, so it's really worth it.